Hey, what's up? John Sonmez here from simpleprogrammer.com. Just want to thank one of our sponsors, Reach.me. Reach.me is a platform for fans to communicate with their favorite influencers, celebrities, and entrepreneurs. Influencers set a price per video response. Fans enter their question and credit card. Influencers respond with a custom-made video response. You only pay when you get a response. So go to reach.me/simpleprogrammer to ask me a question or sign up for yourself at reach.me. So I thought I would tell you about something that's been on my mind for quite a bit, because there's a lot of people that complain about things and they struggle with a lot of things, including anger and fear and feeling needy and procrastination, emotional control, a whole bunch of stuff, doubt, right? All of these things in life that hold you back from doing what you want to do. And I've got a real simple solution for you that you might not have thought of, and it might be a little counterintuitive. So here's my solution for this, because I've been hamstrung by these things before. I've had anger problems, fear, jealousy, all kinds of discontentment types of problems in my life. I know it might not seem like that. I know you're like, man, John, you're a pretty well-adjusted dude. You don't really complain about shit, and you just get stuff done. And here's the secret to it. I get shit done. So here's something that I've found, okay? And it seems like a really simple solution. I know it. It is a simple solution. But many people don't realize that there's a real simple way to avoid being afraid, to avoid being angry, to avoid getting sucked into arguments on the internet and all of this shit, which is to be too damn busy to care about it, right? I'm a pretty busy guy, right? My schedule is booked. Right now, I'm looking at my watch and I'm like, okay, got to get the videos done today because, and I'm going to have to rearrange a little bit of my schedule because I got to get to the gym and I got to lift weights, and I'm going to do that for 2 hours. And when I come back, I got another meeting, an appointment, and I've got stuff I need to do tonight. I need to finish doing my Italian. I need to do some reading. I need to check out some videos that I have queued up that I need to watch, right? There's a ton of stuff that I have. I'm always super busy. I haven't even gotten to my email yet today. I haven't even really opened my email, and I have to go through all that. So it's not to say that my life is so crazy and it's so overwhelming, but it's to say that I have always, at least not always, but I have had a lot of success with overcoming things like fear and anger and boredom. Well, boredom is simple, but anger and fear and feeling injustice and all these kind of things, right? That you struggle with, or feeling not worthy, and all these kind of things that I guess I would say are things that you either exhibit or you psychoanalyze too much, or you get down on yourself just by being so fucking busy that I don't have time for this shit, right? I literally don't have time to get in arguments or be angry with people because I got shit I got to do. I literally do not have time to be afraid of stuff or to have self-doubt because I got so much on my agenda, so much stuff I got to get done, right? So a lot of you that are struggling, you're struggling to move, you're struggling to get past areas in your life, you're struggling with anger problems or addictions or things like that. One simple solution is really just to be so damn busy that you can't deal with that shit, that you just have to go on, right? I mean, sometimes you're so busy that something that would totally sidetrack you or something that would upset you, you don't have time to be upset. So and I think that's really the core of it. It's right. It's like, can you structure your life? Can you have your life be so important and your mission in life be so important that you don't have time to get caught up in the emotional pity party, to get upset, to concern yourself with trivial things, right? That's really what I'm getting at here. And yes, the answer is yes, you can do that because I've done that, right? I know that I used to get caught up in so many stupid stuff, petty things, waste my time with shit, procrastinate with stuff that's not important. But because I've got such a strong mission, because I've got so much stuff lined up, because I'm always busy, because I always have stuff that I need to get done, I don't have time to concern myself with trivial shit. All of a sudden, what ends up happening is that the high priority stuff rises to the top and the stuff that doesn't matter, right, it sinks to the bottom, and I don't have a lot of time for bad kind of introspection, right? I take some time to sharpen the saw, read Stephen Covey's book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, if you haven't already, if you don't know what I'm talking about sharpening the saw. But I take time to do good introspection, which helps me, which benefits me in life. But I don't have time for pity parties. I don't have time for the bad kind of introspection where I doubt myself, where I have fear, where I get angry at people for things that they've done to me, right? I mean, there's a lot of people that do shit to me and I just ignore it because I don't got time. I really don't have time for it. So I'm not going to get sucked into that. You'll find that when you're bored, you'll find that when you're not busy, right? You know, there's that quote. What's that old quote that's like, idle hands are the devil's playthings? That's, for once I got a quote right without butchering it. At least I think it's right. I'm going to call it right. But it's so true, right? If you're busy, you're not going to have time for this shit. And I know, again, this sounds like a real simple thing. It sounds like I'm beating a dead horse here. I do like to beat those dead horses. But the point, I just want to nail this into your fucking head so you get this and you understand, right? You know, that I've done lots of videos on working hard. Like check out my playlist on kicking your ass, on working hard, because there's this value in it, and this is a value that I don't think I've talked about as much, right? Because I think working hard will make you feel better. It's the most rewarding thing that you can do with your time. You'll realize that once you've done it, but it also just absolves a lot of your problems in life because you don't have time to deal with the petty shit. You got to like get going and moving on, and it'll help you to be a more stoic person in general just by being so busy, right? And it doesn't mean just that you have to fill your schedule and you have to make up busyness or that you can't ever have rest and relax time. It just means that you are so focused on moving the ball forward and getting your goals accomplished and doing what you need to do that you defocus the other things that aren't important in your life, and it makes them very apparent, right? It just, you know, just as a perfect example, if someone wants to do, if let's say a family member or a friend or someone does something against me, you know, if I don't have a lot going on, I might dwell on that. I might think about that a lot, and I might, you know, self-reflect and think how they did me wrong and think about how I can get back at them or write a nasty email or letter to them. But if I'm really busy and I got other stuff to do, I just like say, oh well, whatever, and then I move on. You see what I'm saying? And that's a much more healthy response. So, simple tip, like I said, but very, very beneficial if you'll apply it, and something that's really helped me in my life. I mean, sometimes you don't have to exercise discipline, like emotional control and stuff like that, if you just make it so that you're so busy that you don't even have time to think about it, so you just move on and do what you're supposed to do. So when you're not doing what you're supposed to do, that's when you get into trouble. That's when you get side-trailed into all of this shit and get in the whole emotional roller coaster of things. All right. Hopefully you found that useful. If you did, make sure you click that subscribe button below and you'll get all the videos that I put out, and the bell will make sure that you don't miss any. So click that one if you want to make sure you don't miss any videos. I will talk to you next time. Take care and stay busy.